What a statement game by the Oklahoma City Thunder. They were relentless. They were just absolutely electric and relentless. What a performance. Um, the game started off slowly, and it was a lot of uh, it was a weird turnover game with slow pace, and then the Thunder were able to just push the pace really well, and they started to push the pace against this Mavericks team, and they couldn't. They just couldn't keep up with it, especially Luka Doncic, right? And the Oklahoma City Thunder have so many players that are a threat from the outside, right? Tonight they had 16 of 35 from the 3-point line, and you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players hitting a 3-pointer. And all of them, I would say, are good shooters, uh, which is kind of crazy. I mean, I guess you could say Jalen Williams is a little questionable, right? But Kaysen Wallace and Aaron Wiggins are pretty solid shooters. Uh, and they just have so many players that are threat from all over the court when it comes to the offense, right? And they have a lot of good defensive players. Lou Dort once again put so much pressure on Luka and was able to defend him without fouling a lot, even though, yeah, he got into foul trouble, but I thought he played his hands really well. And then everyone else, when Lou Dort was on the bench with the foul trouble, uh, Luka uh, Luka was doubled whenever they played the pick and roll, and then the Thunder were living with Luka making the skip passes to the corners. And hey, if Josh Green's gonna beat us, he's gonna beat us. And Josh Green, hey, he is 3 of 8, but just not enough. And Tim Hardaway was pretty much useless, which I didn't expect him to even play in this game, and he did. Uh, and Derek Lively wasn't able to find his footing, and the Thunder just ran away with it with the pace. Luka just not looking right, and obviously Shai, Chet, and Jalen Williams doing their thing. Shai didn't shoot as efficiently, but he got to the line a little well. The Mavericks weren't able to toy the line between the physical offense, the physical defense and fouling. I thought the whistle could have been a little more swallowed in this game, but uh, I can argue that those weren't fouls, even though sometimes it felt like the regular season whistle. But that might be just me. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section if you want. But the Thunder were able to take advantage of that, right? And to be fair, the Mavs got into to the foul line a lot too. But uh, the Thunder always had answers, and even Jalen Williams, when he was struggling, he came through in the fourth quarter. He just went on a crazy run by himself. Shai in the first 2 quarters went on a run by himself. Chet, I thought, started off really pressing and badly, and he finished with 19-7, 2 steals, 3 blocks, 8 of 16 from the field. He just plays so confidently. He was able to hit those fadeaway jumpers, even hit those 3 balls, like I said, and that's just huge. And then Josh Giddey, one of my X factors for this series, wasn't able to stay on the floor, but it didn't matter because Kaysen Wallace was sensational off the bench with 7 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and played really good defense. Aaron Wiggins offensively was sensational and rebounded really well. And obviously Isaiah Joe hit some 3 balls. And when Chet was pressing, Jalen Williams came in and gave them a really good spark off the bench with his offense and had 9 rebounds also in 16 minutes. So that's obviously great. And the defense was, like I said, really solid. They contested really well. They were content with leaving, the corner open off the doubles for Luka. They were content with sometimes giving Luka the space to go one-on-one, and Luka was just not able to punish them. And that was the biggest problem anyway for the Mavs. The defense was really rough, the pace. They just weren't able to keep up over the course of the full game, which will be interesting to see how they'll be able to control the game, if Luka can control the game better in game 2. But I don't know, man. Luka, with obviously the injuries, with the calf injury and everything, maybe he just can't do it. Because today, once again, just 6 of 19, 5 turnovers, a really bad performance by Luka, and he needs to be better if they want to win, obviously. And we'll see if he'll be, because that was just a bad performance, and he wasn't able to stay in front of anyone on defense. Also, just a really bad performance from Luka. And Kyrie tried his best to pull them together in the second half once again after quiet first half, but he wasn't able to do that overall also, and the turnovers were piling up for the Mavs, which led to also more pace from the Thunder, more running right back at them, right? And that's just bad for the Mavs because they can't keep up with them. Even though they have some really good young players also, but Luka can keep up, and that always will create an advantage because he plays pretty much all the time. So the question is, will the others be able to knock down those shots? Can Luka find his comfort zone to at least be a little more efficient? Can the Mavericks, fight the turnovers a little bit? I mean, to be fair, right, the Thunder have one of the better defenses in the league. Chet is one of the better shot blockers in the league, and they are able to always, they have really quick hands. They are lengthy, so they are able to swipe down at the ball really well, and they've been really good, really well coached up, right? I would say, are fundamentally really sound on the Oklahoma City side. So obviously it's about Luka. Can you limit the rebounding numbers? Even though obviously a lot of it came from missed shots, so that's also that. But I mean, can you at least make it even? I mean, the turnovers are obviously the bigger case. And then it is, can Dante Exum be a factor? Can Josh Green be consistent from the corner? He was solid from the corner today, but still not solid enough. And still, it's all about Luka, right? He just needs to be better. The question is, can he be? Because Ludort will not make it easy on him, and they will probably keep double teaming him throughout those pick and roll. So can they have some other counter for it other than wide open corner threes? Is there a better counter to it, really? I don't think so anyway. So it will be really interesting to watch what the Mavericks will try to do defensively. They need Luka to be better, but I mean, if he's hurt, then it's tough, and they can put him in every pick and roll, and they can put him, to defend Shai, to defend Jalen Williams, and they can blow right past him. So that's gonna be tough, and it all lies on Luka at the end of the day. But I mean, the Thunder, even with Luka 100%, could easily take this anyway, right? Because they just have that confidence, they have the camaraderie, they have threats from everywhere offensively, and Josh Giddey, when he's not a threat, they usually have guys stepping up off the bench, and I just like their 1 through 10, I really like. Even Gordon Hayward can be solid, even though he doesn't want to take shots anymore, but their 1 through 9 is sensational, besides Giddey, who I just am really on the toe with, but like I said, the bench is always ready to step up, and they are not afraid of the moment. They play with with rightful confidence, and none of the guys are shrinking, right? And maybe even better, they are rising to the occasion. So this Thunder team will be tough to beat. I really wonder if the Mavs will be able to slow down the pace a little more, if Luka can find his footing better. And that's, at the end of the day, the key. Luka is the key. Can he stop turning the ball over? Can he be more of himself? Can they slow down the pace against the Thunder? That all, at the end of the day, relies a lot on Luka. They'll obviously, the Thunder will be able to play at their own pace, and they have a lot of good shot creators anyway, even when they play slowly. But you can't keep giving them turnovers where they can run off on you and get easy baskets in the transition, where the defense in the transition wasn't great for the Mavericks. And you can have your best player go 6 of 19, right? Probably the worst performance in Luka's playoff career when we think about it, right? Because he's had such a good playoff, resume, quote unquote, so far, and this is probably his worst performance. So that's kind of crazy. Shout out to the Thunder, man. They're awesome. And I'm excited for game 2, which is, I'm pretty sure, once again on Thursday, which means on Friday I'll be covering it as always. And we can't trust event others. I'll catch you all with Indiana against the Knicks game 2 tomorrow, and we'll talk then. As always, bye bye. Love you all. Stand on your morals and things like that. I don't know.